Like, people can find in their heart to not separate a family who's just trying, just to live a life like anybody else and have the same opportunities and work hard.
The Subariska family is bracing for the worst. The matriarch of their household will soon not be around after receiving notice that her stay of removal request was denied by ICE enforcement and removal operations.
It's just a complete shock. She just is speechless. How can you go back to a country where you have literally nothing?
Irina Subariska is a Polish citizen and only lived there for about 10 years, compared to over 2 decades in the United States.
My dad came to the country to help, build a better life and start a strong foundation for my brother and myself. And they've worked hard. She's saying, look around us, like, we have this home. We've worked for everything.
Something's off here, because like the reporter said that she lived in Poland for 10 years and she's been in the US for over 20, basically over 2 decades, but she looks way over 30. So something is missing here. But if this story is absolutely true, right? I don't understand I could understand how you could feel remorse for these people, but like at the same time you can also like say like, what the hell were you doing for over 2 decades? Like, you didn't think that getting your papers in order was a good thing or a good idea to do? Like, you didn't think 20 years, I'm in this country, you have the opportunity, your dad came here to build a better life, apparently, right? Didn't you think that, getting a job, which you clearly had, because there's no way you would be able to build a life, right? And you have children as well, it seems like. Then getting a job and like hiring an immigration lawyer, to help with your status, you didn't think that was a good idea? And, a lot of people look at this and they're like, oh, you guys are so cold-hearted, like you conservatives and you people on the right, you're so like, unapologetic, you're so not empathetic, like you're so not sympathetic. It's not that we are all those things. It's just like, it just doesn't make sense to us. You're in a country for 20 years or over 20 years, or some of these people have been in the country their whole life, basically their whole adult life, and you're telling me that it did not dawn on you in your mind or like just in your daily life. Maybe it is a good idea for me to hire an immigration lawyer, somebody who is actually going to help me with my situation, for me to be actually legal in this country. But then again, you have to look at the incentives that these people have, right? The Democratic Party and, these left-leaning people and these liberals, they tell them, no, don't worry about it. Like, you could just come over. Like, nobody's actually going to enforce interior, deportation, because that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, Donald Trump is the first person, like, deporting people who come here illegally, that's fine. People who cross the border illegally, that's fine. But Trump is the only president, he's the first president really to do what's called interior removal, like actually getting people who are here like illegally and have been here for crazy amount of time and actually getting them out the country. Maybe getting an immigration lawyer would have been a good idea.